Use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
What we got? What we got?
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimeous St. Brown, but now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
All day, defense, all day. 30. Mike 54. Mike 54.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run the counter. It's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Stephen Weatherly coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 1 back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Good route here.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Hey, Alpha.
Cousins on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Vikings.
Zebra.
So we got me.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 42 to Mike.
A first down throw for Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
55 Mike.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back north.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Hey, check 26. Back north.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check 26. Check 26. Check. Lucky.
Watch that.
Switch.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Let's go!
Topper!
Jim!
On second down, it's Jones. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will get him one closer. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
319. Hey, Mike.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Treadwell. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
It's a gain of 17.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Play action now, Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Again, it's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. On the return is Irvin. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
You got 58.
39-yard line.
Switch.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Give it up.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Give it that ball, defense.
Kill. Out.
Back north.
And that's complete to Adams. The 30, past the 20, and he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, Liz.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey.
Bravo.
Mike 50.
Rodgers looking to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Adams.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
He's checking crack.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Green Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to...
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You
ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know, you ain't never try. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag.